on top.
Show me, 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 show me. You gon' have to show me, you gon' have to show me. You talking.
What's up, Faith? I'm Tyla Harper.
And I'm KP the Lyricist.
And we are
the Hoopin'
Lyricists. And today,
we will be talking about the sermon, Redefining Success. So, Tyla, what did you get out of the sermon?
What I got out of the sermon is, don't rob God of your tithes and offering. God sees your tithes and offering as a worship towards him.
What I got out of the sermon is that I need to fix the small things in my life in order to get something greater. So, today we have a special guest. Who is it?
The beautiful, the wonderful, phenomenal, my mama, okay? Minister Nicole! Oh my God. Okay, so today, Mom, we're going to ask you a couple questions. Are you ready? I think you got it.
So, first question. Do you ignore the indicators in your life? Why or why not?
I try not to, because the indicators pretty much let me know if I'm about to go in the wrong direction, or like if something is about to happen that I need to take heed to. So it's beneficial for me not to ignore those indicators, and so I try my best not to. All right, question 2. When is it a time that you mismanage your blessings? I could say, a time in which I received like an unexpected financial blessing that I just took it all for myself and like used it to just bless myself. And I feel after it was gone, my reflection was that, was it the way in which God really wanted me to use all of that? Could I have did better with being maybe a blessing to somebody else, or just saved or paid off something, of course, reflection afterwards. And so wish I would have reflected a little earlier, but yeah, if I'm honest, I've mismanaged before.
Right. So question 3, has there ever been a time where you gave God all that he required of you, and in the end he gave you an overflow?
Yes. Our pastor, as long as I have been under him, he has been really big about making sure that we understood the blessings that we get when we're obedient with what God gives us. And so the more and more that I try to up my level in going beyond just my tithing and giving my offering, I have noticed that, tithing is one thing, but I give over, what it is that I'm supposed to do with my tithes, because you get to a season where I just don't want the curse lifted, but I want the overflow as well. And that comes in me giving over and beyond what it is that God has given to me. And I've seen where, it was a time in my life where I definitely was paycheck to paycheck, where it was just enough just to pay the bills and enough to just make it to the next check. And I have notice that in my becoming more and more obedient and giving God more than what I just have to in the minimum, I've noticed where he sustained me. Like payday comes and it's still stuff in the bank, and that's grace. I'm like grateful for that. So yeah, I don't know why she's smiling, because it don't mean nothing extra for her. But yeah, but yeah. Okay. Last question. What is one thing that you would take away from the sermon, Redefine Success, and applying it to your daily life? I think the redefining, again, it amazes me how many times I've heard my pastor preach this message, but every time it just gets gooder. Like it's something different. And I think what was big for me this time is just like not really dependent on like the quantity of what I want and that be my determiner of success, but understanding like the quality of peace in my life that comes, when you're obedient and you give like you're supposed to in your tithes, in your offering. That there is just something about having like no worry zone in your life, just a peace that passes understanding, that a security of knowing that just God got you, you know, like he is taking care of you. And that is what I measure to my success or being in the will of God. When it's just that kind of, you know, peace, that kind of feeling that you have, it's like, all right, God, that lets me know that I'm aligned with him, that I'm being obedient with him. And so now I don't look at it as just monetary reward. I just look at it as, you know, just of him taking care, sustaining, keeping my family, you know, health, you know, when there's so much tragedy that's going around, but yet my family is kept. That's what I feel is the overflow. That's what I feel is him saying, yes, my daughter, you know, that's, you know, my grace that I'm giving to you, my covering that I'm giving to you, my overabundance and overflow that I'm giving to you for that. So I just look at the quality of success and not just the things that I have, but just the, you know, that I get to be in the midst of chaos and everything else that's going around. I'm like, I'm good. We good, you know? So yeah, better be good. Okay.
Well, thank you for joining us. That's all the questions we have for you. Yeah.
Once again, I'm Tyla Harper.
And I'm KP the Lyricist.
We are out.